Round two.
Thank you for tuning in to Go Get It Poetics.
Commotion will be found. Go get it, poetics. We be those musical medics. Recited, we said it, excited and ready. Cause it's Go Get It Poetics. All throughout the IE. Go Get It Poetics. Everywhere that I be. Go Get It Poetics. All throughout the interweb. Go Get It Poetics. Reaching out to the whole world. Go Get It Poetics. All throughout the IE. Go Get It Poetics. Everywhere that I be. Go Get It Poetics. All throughout the interweb. Go Get It Poetics. Reaching out to the whole world. Go Get It Poetics.
Good evening, everyone. You are now tuned in to Go Get It Poetics. I'm your host, Matt the Lioness, along with my co-host, Mr. Sham, and Tangent the Wiggy Woo. I knew this would not work. How are you guys doing tonight?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
Yes, that's awesome. I'm really excited tonight. We have some very special guests. We have spoken word artists, we have visual artists, and we have a very lovely MC joining us tonight. So excited. So let's go ahead and get right into it with our poets, Miss Cindy Rinne and Michael Cooper. They're the duo that we have joining us tonight.
We get two poets.
Woo! You get a 2-for-1 special tonight.
Special.
Woo!
We had to do 2-for-1 with Mouse and Cindy because they are actually when did the book actually release?
Wow, we just got it like a week ago.
So they have a new book out on ELJ Publications.
Yes.
And it's called Speaking Through Sediment. Actually, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah,
and,
just
Mouse, go ahead and walk it right up to the camera and really show people. We unfortunately weren't able to get slides. It's a really badass cover by Leslie Brown. Yeah, Leslie Brown from RCC, from Riverside Community College.
I love the title.
Do it to that camera, Mouse. Yeah,
there you
go.
There you go. Speaking through sediment.
Even do it again, Mouse, and show that cool picture of that cool woman on the
All right, here's the title. And then pulling back
Speaking Through Sediment by Michael Mouse Cooper and
Cindy Rinne. Woo!
Off the presses just came out. Their hands are stinging, burning from hot ink.
It's drizzling off of the book.
Hot and fresh off the presses.
Woo!
But I mean, I've known, actually, Sean and I have known Mouse and Cindy for years now. They're amazing poets in the IE area, very heavily involved with the local Master of Fine Arts program and the Poetry IE organization and other artistic stuff that goes on in the IE. I admire them a lot. I've got a chance to work with Mouse on a lot of different things while we were in grad school together. And so I was gone from grad school for 9 months, and I hear that, Mouse and Cindy are publishing, like, straight up on a national, company, publishing a book together. And I'm like, okay, that's got to be good. And then I saw them perform together at that reading.
Reading. That was my first time ever seeing you guys. That was awesome. Yeah.
Voltron has been formed.
Blazing sword.
It's so good. It's so good.
It's such a unique way to approach poetry. That's what I really like about it. It's just a new style, and it's bringing the audience something new and fresh and something to tune into, and that's what I really like. And also the title, I got chills when Speaking Through Sediment. Like, that's just so beautiful. Can you tell us about where you got the title, the whole idea of even putting together your works?
I want to say real quickly that we're the first collaborative book that this company has published. That's pretty exciting.
That's really cool.
That's ELJ from New York.
ELJ from New York. And I was working on some poems, and Michael said, "You want to collaborate?" I'm like, well, I have a lot going on, but I'm writing these poems about 3 sticks and a tigress. And if that's okay with you, then we could do this. Yeah. And he's like, yeah.
That's so cool.
It was crazy because we started just trading back and forth poems, and then they started to interlace together. And what Cindy picked up on was kind of the themes running through the majority of the poems, the major ideas and components, particularly myth. And she has a particular skill with fabric that pertains to this kind of collaborative skill, and so she kind of meshed them together almost like you would a quilt. You want to speak a bit about?
Yes, and make sure you throw that plug into.
Okay, so I also do fiber art, and it's collage with fabrics from around the world and vintage, a lot of vintage pieces that people give to me. And so it is kind of similar, putting the poems together and collaging them. And a lot of times there were surprises. We're going to read a couple poems tonight that tied together and that was unexpected to us. And so, you know, I'll be writing about something and then he'll go, oh, I wrote about this. I'm like, what? And we're not talking about it, you know, and it just kept happening. So pulling it together actually wasn't that hard. We just kept hitting on the same themes.
I want to point out, though, real quick, too, that we had a lot of really good help on the narrative arc of the poems, and that came in, from Nakia Cheney, who's a really wonderful poet.
Yeah. Shout out to Nakia!
Yes.
Yeah, she came in and showed us kind of the different relationships and kind of gave us some insight on how we might put it together as a book.
That's awesome.
So what's really cool is it's not only a collaboration between Cindy and I, it's a collaboration of our culture and also the people in the culture.
Ooh.
Village.
That's the title of the name, or the title of the book, Speaking Through Sediments. Like, that's
Absolutely.
basically where that came from. Yeah,
Layers.
that's so great.
Groundwork.
Woo, I
when
can't wait
you-
to hear this.
When you do get a book accepted and you start thinking about all the people that helped you, it's quite amazing, because you write your poems by yourself usually, but then when you think about all the input that you had and support, encouragement, and you know, listening to other readers, you're like, wow, this really did take a lot of people, and community,
Right.
very
Yeah.
important.
Well, and I think to jump in on that idea, I think it's really important to give a shout out to the Cal State San Bernardino campus, particularly our instructors, Julia Pagel, Chad Sweeney, Juan Delgado. Meryl Feitel is a wonderful fiction
Clap
writer.
for that.
Also, we have a lot of wonderful people at the Poetry IE group. Larry Eby from Orange Monkey Publishing.
Oh, yes. Shout out to
Friend of the
E.
show.
Yes.
So what you become to realize is it's not just you out there alone. Your words touch other people, and though writing can be a lonely process, it's inherently a connective one.
Nice.
And
That's
I
so
think that
deep.
this book will reach people in a unique way because it's a product of our very unique culture here in Redlands and San Bernardino.
Ooh,
I do
yeah.
have to say, though, Michael and I have very different styles of writing.
You do.
That's why it comes together. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
some people
When
were
Tristan
It's
told
like
me you guys
dynamic.
had did a collaboration, I was like, really? Those
Yeah.
are
The only one.
very
A lot of
distinct
people.
styles.
It's a dynamic duo, right? Like, it just makes
They complement
everything
each other
dynamic,
so
but
well.
complementary.
You're
Yeah.
both so open-minded, and you're both so creative and friendly and willing to connect and open to connect and able to connect. You know, you guys are amazing. So,
Yes.
oh man. And so let me just. Okay, well, so fiberverse.com, right?
Yes.
So that's
Yes.
Cindy's website where you can check out her fiber art, fiberverse.com. I know there's also a Fiberverse page on Facebook, right?
Yes, I have a Fiberverse book.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, not a book. Fiberverse, and I have a blog too.
Absolutely.
Nice.
Fiberverse.
And then, Mouse, where can people catch you at on the online?
It's kind of lame right now, but I have an email address. It's walksoftly11@yahoo.com, and as cheesy as that is, I promise I will respond to you there.
Awesome.
And you're on Facebook.
Oh, I'm on Facebook too,
Yes.
under of all things Stupid Cooper, with the 2 O's instead of the UPID.
Nice.
Oh,
Wow,
man.
okay.
And so much more we can go into, but I think I don't want to cut your performance short. Should we go right
Yeah,
into it?
we should definitely go into the performance. I'm ready to see this.
Let's do it.
It's gonna be
Cool.
awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah. Actually,
Thank you
this
for
is-
having us.
Oh, thank you.
Oh,
so much.
thank you for joining us.
Everybody remember, that is Speaking Through Sediment by Cindy Rinne and Michael Mouse Cooper. It is hot off the presses from ELJ Press in New York, right? And it is but when you guys see the best ad for this is just seeing them do their thing together, and
Yeah.
you're gonna want this. And, but you know, NASCAR is okay. We get important calls from time to time.
No. No calls.
But,
Sorry.
we're gonna pivot over to a performance from Mouse and Cindy from their new book, Speaking Through Sentiment. But in the meantime, while we transition our technology to get over to the stage and such, let me remind you guys about a few of our sponsors. We are affiliated with Juicebox.com. That's JOOSEBOXX.com. You can catch me writing some articles there. Me and Sean do a podcast with our DJ Ross Josh at TheDangerTapes.com. Actually, as of today, you could go to TheDangerTapes.com and see the West Coast Avengers
Look up Joint
podcast.
Review.
And check that out. We're doing it's like an 11-minute every 2 weeks, just talking about pop culture kind of podcast with some beats from Ross Josh. What is it? You could catch us everywhere.
Everywhere West Coast Avengers.
Everywhere where the West Coast needs to be avenged. The WestCoastAvengers.com is actually down right now. We're upgrading it. We're going from GoDaddy to Wix. So in about a month, go to WestCoastAvengers.com again and check us out. And we are...
Definitely, we're pivoting. We're going to definitely pivot over to the... Yeah, we're going to pivot over to Cindy Rinne's and Michael Cooper's performance. They're going to...
It's in the Inland Empire. We hope you enjoy as much as I know I'm about to.
Woo!
Come on up. Are we okay? For the first poem, I'm going to read something from Speaking Through Sediment. This is called Not the Halves We Gasp. Not the halves we gasp in the sky, and it's 007FFF on the monitor. They had us with our backs against the river, a karate chop through the mail wall. What makes a river worthy of drowning in? In 2 feet, buckets full of dish detergent, this sojourn of the misfits' daydream. A teletype machine chatters like a belt-fed machine gun of promises for a healthy liver, a drop of indigotine. E132 in each eye makes the heart race, an arm discolored by red food dye. And these colored eggs that promise rebirth for that bandit spring, the rock-tuned door open wide like Lady Magdalene. It's when she tried. Sorry about the feedback there. When she tried to touch my face, that I shot the grandmother in the face. We laugh at these pitiful followers. But in this moment they believe. I blew into the kitten's pout. I pound against the surge and tide, froth like a handful of kidney beans gone bad. 1 megabyte of information ran the space shuttle challenge. Smell your hand, this GSR. My, what big teeth you! The dominant wavelength of 488 nanometers. This old husk sleeps in the silt.
So I'm going to read the poem where the title of the book came out of, and this is about a tigress who showed up one day and said, "I need my story told." Tigress. She paused by the side of the road and rested in a folding chair beneath ash tree shade, gazing at the latest bouquet, daisies and pink carnations next to a wooden cross. Manara had the head of a tigress, body covered in white tiger moths and roots for legs. Her legs tried to dig into the earth while the moths ached to fly, a split Libra. Thoughts growled, Who was buried here? She sensed a young ferret beneath the crust, speaking through sediment. What is your story? The ferret with the dark sable mask said, I was killed by a swerving car, then carried off the street and buried by weasels.
Delicious. Delicious into the golden, a crow stood like the dead tree in tall yellow grass. Each of us, her phantom limb grasping for the apple of the violet sky.
Reweave the world. One. Virgin Mother of the universe neath creates the world, weaving Egyptian yarn on her shuttle. Half limping, you bring her desert crown. Daily, she reweaves the earth warped on her branches' loom. The mummified dead encased in her shrouds, she guards their carapac jars inside sarcophagus stone. Neath births a crocodile god from primeval waters, protects women clasping bows and arrows. Her son's identity splits into a chasm. 2. Penny is jealous of Eddie. He lost his leg stepping on a mine. She designs and creates a prosthesis, knowing she can be whole by eliminating her unwanted arm. Eddie's phantom leg burns. Beyond the stump, his missing limb moves. So we have one more we're going to read together.
Thank you.
We have another book that we are submitting and trying to get published called Hydrography. And it's the poems are more woven together than in this book. So we're going to give you a sample. This story is set in Nigeria. And the poem is called A Musical Conversation to the Soul of Life. A whole universe revolves around rhythm. And when we get out of rhythm, that's when we get into trouble. The sun. Kahende rose, clutching her dun-dun hourglass drum. Through drum beats and waterfall rhythms, I will speak to Ibej in the zigzag tones of our language. Join me at the river's edge, she said to Taiwo, and bring your flute. We can split open our dream.
Siamese fighting fish, drifting sand, pinhole, diamond fish must swim. Star sprint wants to fly, a cat skull moves. Smooth, silver paint droppings.
Months tar complained 10 pounds of fish and the velvet belly lantern shark.
Fly.
Scissor.
Important.
Spiritual.
Journey.
Squirrels.
Warning.
Rattle.
Fish.
The moon. Before dawn, I placed the hand of Manzano's tiny bananas for Ibej, Arisha of twins, said Taiwo.
My flute will chant like the pattern of zebra stripes. Damn
fish.
Upside.
Down.
Catfish.
Must swim.
Frantically.
Swim important.
Important battle.
Hornets.
Fly.
Swim cap wife.
Fly wife before.
Swords fly fish.
Fish green.
Yellow white.
Croaker.
Fish bait, fish swim.
Weaver woe begone.
Pull the fish's mouth, fly.
Fishing fly.
Fishing fly.
Line crooked.
Sun, sucker down.
Yellow tail.
2 streams. We can sing with our instruments in the place where the 2 streams meet to strengthen the river, said Kahende.
The swirling waters sounded
like an echo
in the bird
cave.
Home.
Yellow
tail.
Kingfish.
Yellow
tail.
Yellow
tail.
Yellow clownfish.
Amber.
Jack.
Pike.
Foof.
Bay, way, wolf, eel, perch.
Wolf, eel, perch, and
eel worm.
Cliche horn.
Shark. Thank you.
guys definitely give it up for Cindy Rinne and Michael Cooper. That was an awesome performance.
Yeah.
So next
that couch is yours. Get going.
That was pretty cool. It was pretty freaking cool, okay?
That was amazing.
Yo.
Hello.
Check.
Yo.
And we're back.
That was wonderful.
That was off the chain,
Yes.
and just we didn't get to say this enough in the interview, but they're ridiculously nice people. Thank you so much to Cindy Rinne and Michael Mouse Cooper.
Thank you.
Coming on the show.
Thank you for joining us. It was a pleasure having you. All right, so we're about to get into our next guest, a visual artist from San Bernardino County. What? Longtime friend, definitely inspiration, somebody that has inspired me to even go harder and be even more creative in everything that I do. The lovely and talented Miss Illusive.
Hello.
How are you doing? Very well. Very a pleasure to have you on the show tonight. Definitely.
I feel honored to be here. I
Oh,
love you all.
we love you more. Oh, okay. So, just tell. Okay, I guess just start from the beginning. Just like where this whole artistic inspiration and like this path has started. Like the journey. Tell us about the journey of it all.
The journey. Okay. Well, the journey began with drawing, really. Just seeing cartoons and comic books and whatnot and thinking like, wow, that's really cool. I bet I can make that. And then trying to draw it, getting in little competitions with my brother and whatnot. Like, I bet you I could draw that better than you. I'll get a quarter or whatever. And then I realized that, like, you know, you don't really have to talk much in order to, like, tell people how you're feeling. And so a good way for me to just kind of keep quiet but still, like, connect is through drawing or painting. And usually people have a lot more to say than I do when they see my paintings, and sometimes they'll like make up stories that I didn't even think existed. They they go to a whole other world. So
That's so interesting.
yeah, that's what lets me know that art is just universal, like nonstop.
It's definitely a universal expression and a ways of communicating with people, and it's definitely a deep and personal thing. Always like. So can you tell us a little bit about like your process when you're coming to that canvas and you're really trying to throw whatever it is that you want to throw onto that canvas?
All right, that's actually a really good question because it's changed over the years.
Ooh.
I think I started actually painting when I was probably 20 or 21. I'm 26 now. Probably sounds a big dated. I know.
That good old black don't crack.
Right? Good 5 or 6 years now. And when I first started, I was really nervous. But I was so passionate that I was like, it really doesn't matter what happens. So I would draw on the canvas, and I would like erase stuff and like leave eraser marks all over it. It was gross. And like all the paintings had like awful lines. But I was like, as long as I get it out, it's perfect, you know? And so
Been there.
that was, yeah, I mean, it's a lot more fun that way. But then I realized, like, you know, if I'm going to be passionate about something, I should really articulate it. I should really try to put some effort and intelligence into it. So lately, it's been more focusing on my feeling, more so than how I wanted to actually look, because it's never going to come out like that.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yes.
And so instead of getting frustrated with myself, I'm like, as long as I'm actually feeling as close to how, like, genuine it can possibly be when I'm painting it, then it's perfect. And I mean, like, perfection changes, you know what I mean? So I don't really understand when people like are always reaching for it when at that point, like, you are already it. So I think as long as you're genuine with what you're doing, you really can't go wrong. And reaching for that point is the basis of it. So I think that's how it's changed over time, is not so much like worrying about if the lines are straight, because that'll come over time, but more learning about like how I'm communicating what I want to say.
So what kind of mediums do you like to use? Are you just working with just acrylic? Are you working with colored pencils? What do you like to delve into? Do you like to mix them?
Yeah, actually that depends on mood too. It could be anything. Like I could spend a month or two just sketching and never painting or really even thinking about anything, and then I could come out with like a 3-piece triptych in like a week. You know, so it really depends. But usually when I'm painting, it's acrylic these days because oil is smelly and it takes forever to dry. Yeah, can't do anything with that. I want to get into watercolor again and then do like some kind of ink. You know what I mean, around that.
Ooh.
Yeah, but mostly it's been just acrylic lately because that's really fast drying, really easy to transport.
Cool.
Well, let's check out some of the stuff that you brought.
Yes.
Yeah, that'd be great.
All right. Well, all right. This is actually a collab for, I don't know if you guys can see.
Oh yeah,
that.
pointing towards this camera right
Alright.
here. It's on the slide right now.
There you go.
Same picture on the slide.
This is actually an eye. So it's like an eyeball and an eye within itself, and it's alluding to just connection within all, connection within masculine and feminine, connection within, you know, love of a relationship, and also within just spirituality, always I and I. So that goes with more of the Rastafarian movement than anything. And I mean, if you're a spiritual person, you're really going to pick up on it anyways. But if you want to define it, that's
I was going to say, because your art seems like it has a lot of spiritual volume to it.
Yes.
It seems like a very poignant part of your art.
Yeah, it's been quite a journey. So I feel like I don't have much else to say besides like where I've been so far, you know what I mean? And I think it's actually changed from that point. This is actually one of the more liberating ones, this little eye right here. Sorry, I'll just hold that up. Because it releases a lot of fear to come into contact with something that's the opposite of you, you know what I mean? Or like something that maybe you've never like had or experienced, but you're always like, well, life can go any way, so what's it like over here? You know what I mean? To just actually become symbiotic with something and then have that like kind of propel you into yourself is a whole nother journey. And so to just accept that whole is where that one came from.
That's beautiful. Yes.
And then
there you have it, folks. That's
there
why that's my friend. She's awesome. Heck yes. Share with us the other picture you got over there.
I love this one.
I have this
I do
Phoenix.
too.
Actually, here, I'll hold this up. Sham was there when I started this one.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that is dope.
Yeah, it was it was a fun time. It was pretty nerve-wracking because it was on the spot. I didn't have anything on. This was completely blank, and I did this live in front of like an audience of people. And there was a show going on. There were other things happening, but people were definitely walking by, like watching me paint this. And I'm like, oh my God, I don't have anything on here besides like what I'm gonna put. I think I had like 4 colors. I just had to work with what I had. But
that's so cool, though. It came out awesome.
Thank you. It's not quite done, but it's actually a phoenix. There's going to be another part to it. So I don't know if you guys can see, but she's bent down right now and her wings are out. It's kind of like a harvest moon. Things are a little dark, dreary over here. So she's basically like trying to let go of chains to wait for her, or to make room for her ascent. I don't know anybody that waits for their time if they're really working for it. I mean, yeah, you're basically patiently persevering if you're at this point. So, there's going to be another part to it where the sky is actually going to be blue. She's kind of going to be like in a galaxy, and it'll be like a full female figure with the wings out and everything, just flaming all the way in the sky.
Oh, so that's basically a part of the, or is it going to be a series? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay, nice. Yeah. That's so beautiful.
This is the first one, and it's kind of a sneak peek because I hope to get better through it. So I want to see if it's kind of a challenge to myself if I'm going to progress as an artist as this goes on.
Ooh.
Yeah, because if these look the same when I'm done.
No, they won't.
I don't think
None of your art looks the same. That's for sure.
I don't think I'm going to call myself an artist after that. So watch out.
It definitely has a unique story behind every piece that you've brought to fruition, it's definitely something different. It always conveys something different and very
That
deep
one
and
has
beautiful.
changed a lot.
Yeah, I want to see the rest of them.
Thank you. You want to see these other two? Okay, these actually are these are a pair. These are a duo.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So this guy, I'll move her.
I see a lot of chakras going on
You
right
see
there.
this? Okay, so hold on. Let me show you we drew the original black man, if you want to know about this. Okay.
If you don't know
You don't
the
know.
origins.
He's meditating, he's controlling his energy, and then he's also kind of bringing it into fruition, into the universe. So it starts out within his body, and then it goes through his third eye, and kind of we wanted to make it look like it was tearing through pages of time, you know.
I see that. That's really cool.
And then if you notice the indigo, the crown chakra actually connects with hers. This lovely lady's over here.
It's so cool.
This was my side. And hers is, hers has like little, electrifying, but she's actually controlling the universe around her from her third eye, her root, and then her heart right here. So those are all open.
Oh.
And then, she's controlling everything. So they go like this. His goes right there, and hers goes right next to it.
Oh, look at that.
Nice.
That's amazing.
This one was a lot of fun. This one actually went up in the Gopa Gallery in Riverside. If you
Cool,
guys know about
yes.
them, with Hippie
Shout out to
One.
Hippie One and Shelly.
Yes, they're beautiful people.
Shelly
They're
yes.
so much fun. They put this on display for us. They completely inspired us because we had never worked with just pastels.
Oh yeah, that was the challenge for that show, basically.
Yes,
okay.
it was really difficult. And when I say me, I mean we. I'm sorry. When I say we, the other artist is actually Ion, the energetic. And my name is Illusive. So we went by I and I when we worked together. We actually still collab. And we decided to put lyrics from Damian Marley's "It Was Written" on here. So mine is like. Your body is a vehicle transporting your soul. It's what's inside the people is beauty to behold. And his says, did you know that I exist before the earth? And did you know my eyes are windows to the world?
Ooh.
And yeah. So I let him pick that part. I picked the song. He picked the lyrics that we actually wrote on here. It was a lot of fun, beautiful collab. We have some sacred geometry on here as well. So it was really just trying to come together through a really honest sense. As honest as can be.
Down to the core.
What's your particle? Yeah. So,
Get into the marrow.
It was a lot of fun. And a lot of people actually came in and had so much to say about it. Before we even said anything, before they knew that it was us, they were actually like, did you guys see that one in the corner? And we wouldn't say that we did it, and we would just listen to what they said about it. And we were like, actually, yeah,
that's so cool.
you guys are cool. That's right. Hi, I'm Illusive.
They're like, hey, just critiquing your art over here. But yeah, that's really awesome. Your pieces are amazing. So any upcoming events that we can catch you doing your live pieces at, or?
To be honest, as far as live artwork goes, I am always kind of thrown into that mix. It just happens.
Awesome.
You know what?
Always an awesome thing.
You have been a primary friend that's been like, hey, you want to roll to a show? You're going to paint?
Yeah. So, I'm like, I'm going to make you paint live there.
Catch Illusive where Nat's at.
Yeah, wherever I'm at, just
at a show near you.
Actually, we have self-explanatory tomorrow in Fontana. A lot of dope artists are going to be there. That's going to be thrown by the Apex Predators.
Oh,
and shoot. If you want to live paint, shoot, let's do it. Let's do this. I'm adding people on the bill. I don't care. No.
So do you have links or where can people get you at on Instagram or Facebook? Or?
Yes, I actually am on Instagram. Not much of my art is up there yet. I think I want to get a full series going. I do have a few pictures, but if you want to catch me at Illusive Octopies Instagram. Octopies is spelled like EYES.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And
That would
underscore,
probably be the best
underscore,
way
all
to-
one word?
All one word.
Okay, so...
yeah, just be weird about it and just type it in really, really fast. Like
so,
a creep. Yeah.
at ILLUSIVEOCTOPEYES.
Yes.
All right. Okay, Illusive Octopies, Instagram. Check her out. That's Illusive.
Thank
Nice.
you guys
Thank
so
you for-
much. This is
Thank you for coming. Yeah, those pieces are very
But that I want to
That's mi favorito.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks one more time to
Thank
Illusive.
you.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Oh, well,
So now we got Bonnie Blue for our interview and a performance. How is it
sit.
going?
It's good. Can we pretend like this is just a therapy
Oh,
session
yes,
real
we
quick?
are going to have a therapy session with Miss Bonnie Blue. Yes.
Oh,
What would you like
man.
to talk about? I'm your shrink right now.
I need this.
Is it a relaxer?
Yeah.
You
No, I
relax
really
over
love
there?
these chairs, though. I'm not gonna lie.
It's touching your
Do I look
childhood.
see-through?
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
I'm a ghost.
you're because you're wearing blue. You know, you got a blue screen going on.
It's
back
okay.
Here.
I'm infamous. What's up, Go Get It
What's
Poetic?
up, Bonnie
I'm
Blue?
chilling.
Fucking, this is my ace right here. Fucking
man.
Pretty much.
Miss Bonnie Blue. It's a fucking pleasure to have you tonight. Like,
It's cool to be
What the
here
hell?
and just be chilling with you.
yeah, dude.
West Coast Avengers.
Oh shit.
Go Get It Poetics.
Ah,
Got
yeah.
the theme song and everything. I'm like, Go Get It Poetics.
Yes, you gotta do the funky chicken to that.
You know something I didn't tell you earlier. I heard you and someone else on Tumex's podcast.
Yes.
Wait, was that Lala?
Yes.
It was
DJ Lala.
you and Lala on
Yes.
Tumex's podcast. So I was like, oh man, can this even possibly be as good as the Tumex? Because Tumex, man, I imagine you're in his house getting high as fuck.
Absolutely what was
his
happening.
podcasts are like 2 hours long.
Definitely.
He's like getting into his
You know what's
feelings and his
amazing
history.
about that is
Yeah.
like his podcast, like so. Shout out to Crappy Awesome and
Yep.
Platform
Shout
Collection,
Yep.
who hosts the Tumex
The hologram podcast. Yeah.
Like his podcast is so fucking random. Like we started to do it, or I'm sorry, they started to produce it. I was just there along for the ride, pretty much. But Chris and Arash, started to produce his podcast, and like they ran, like he wouldn't have guests planned, but random people like. Legends of hip hop
Yes.
just randomly
Mike
show
and I
up
shows
at
up.
his house,
course.
and he's like, "Hey, you want to get on my podcast?"
Volume 10 shows up. Yeah.
And well, not myself excluded.
No,
I was
that
there
counts,
one
that
day.
counts.
It happened to be the day that no one in particular stopped by, and he was talking about kind of relationships and shit. So he was like, "What's that? You want to say it? Say whatever." I think we shared some stories about like instant dates and random shit that happens when you're traveling as an artist.
Yeah, a lot of
But yeah,
weird
shout out
shit,
to
but
Tim.
hey.
Yeah,
Yes.
that was funny. But I was asking you earlier about Bushwall Junkies and talking about how I
Yes.
like a lot of your older stuff. But what's new? What's next? What's coming
Yeah,
out?
that's
What
what
are you
I'm-
promoting? You know. What's going on?
What are you working on next independently?
Yeah.
I am working on an album.
Nice.
And have been for quite some time. I actually, I went to Arizona for a little while, and
Please tell us about your experience in Arizona, please.
Peyote?
You did. You did a lot of awesome.
We're in the
things
late
out
night
there.
hour of the show.
I did not do peyote, but I did do some mushrooms.
Woo!
I did. That
We
was
wouldn't know
amazing.
anything about that.
I don't even know.
We
No,
wouldn't.
Arizona was great. My sister lives out there. Shout out to my amazing, awesome tattoo artist sister, who's
Yes.
just
Oh, what?
a fucking
She's
amazing
a beast
artist.
with the pen, dude.
Word,
She
word.
is. April
Yeah.
27 tattoo. Check her out for sure.
Hey, take
All
off
right.
your shirt. Let's see that tattoo she did on your back. Just take it off. Yeah.
Fuck you, bitch. What kind of shit?
What kind of show is this again? Where did I go? Nah.
I came
What is
fully
this?
clothed for this. I'm overdressed.
It's
No.
the casting couch. Look at Murdoch. He's out here. He's ready. He's ready.
What?
So what were you saying? Your sister's link was at April 27
April-
tattoos.
Yeah, at April 27 Tattoo. It should
Cool.
be. Or 27tattoostudio.com, definitely. So she lives there. She gave me an awesome opportunity to just come and stay at her, studio. She has a studio apartment basically that she doesn't live in. So she was like, you could stay here. And
cool.
I took her up on that and really used the time to kind of hibernate a little bit. I've been rocking shows for the past few years, kind of nonstop. And so I just wanted to, take a little break and figure some shit out for myself and really work on a new album, because I released my first debut album last year, my first solo album, I should say, and I realized like, oh shit, this is there's a little bit more of a process than I ever imagined, and and I also realized that like I really need to be alone for a while to work on some new stuff, and I don't always get the opportunity to be alone because I live with people, so it was a nice little trip, and I was really lucky out there. I got to do some amazing work. I worked for the Fox TV out there during the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl happened while I was there, which was amazing.
Oh, that was really cool.
Yeah, that was awesome.
She got to meet the Simpsons too. That was
yes,
really cool.
I did. I met the Simpsons.
Are they really yellow?
Yes, they were. I matched them.
Hi,
almost.
Yellow.
I was like chilling with the fam.
Oh, God.
I met some amazing artists out there. Actually, I want to shout them out. The Fortell brothers. They came through town and did a little pop-up gallery. They're still showing some stuff out there, but they posted on Craigslist for some interns, and like I went through and I was like, fuck it, I'm just trying to like be around artists basically. Okay. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go help out with this art show, and I ended up meeting like two of the most amazing artists that I could have ever imagined coming in contact with, and they're just fucking awesome people in general. So that was awesome. And then their roommate or their friend's roommate happened to be a producer, so I got some new music for the new album, and I've been writing, like I'm almost done writing my album, but I'm just starting to record and get into the groove of that again.
Yeah.
So I definitely have a new album. I don't have a date yet. I'm hoping to drop it in June, but I don't know. I'm scared of commitments with album dates.
And what about shows?
Shows I have
upcoming.
I have Muse on Main at 5 Star Bar, brought to you
check
by
us there.
Good Giving Events.
We'll be doing a live set together.
Yes, we will. Not the Lions will be in the building with me. That's next Sunday, April 12th.
Nice.
Once again, 5 Star Bar, and then I am doing the Herbalistics 420 show.
Oh, so are we.
Yes.
It's gonna be great.
Maya's Cafe in Corona. That's this month, and I don't remember what's going on next month. Yeah, but I do have some shows. I'm getting back in the groove of shows, making some guest appearances, and just randomly showing up to shows to perform. So you might just, want to attend some local hip-hop shows. You might see me there.
Heck yes.
Support your local hip-hop community anyway.
Yes.
Do so.
And let's...
And then we're about to basically get into your video now.
Oh, which video is this?
Woo! It's good. It's
Are you announcing it?
I'm sorry. I'm not gonna announce it really. I was just gonna say it's a oldie but goodie.
Okay.
It is an
for
oldie
sure.
but goodie. And it's the only music video I have, so it's the one that we're showing.
Yes! Woo!
Sometimes that's all you need is one.
But you can definitely find Bonnie Blue all through the YouTube and
Google me.
Yeah, doing some
Bandcamp.
Yes.
Just type it
Bonnie
in.
Blue dot Bandcamp.
On SoundCloud, it's one word. Bonnie Blue is one word on SoundCloud.
Bonita Azul.
Where today? I found it under Bonnie Blue.
Well, you can
find it on SoundCloud?
Yeah.
Oh, it's Bonita Azul.
Yeah.
Oh,
SoundCloud
okay.
and
Instagram.
.com/Bonita. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
But when I searched Bonnie Blue, one word, it came up. Not when I did two words.
Awesome.
Yeah. That was really cool.
So yes, find me on SoundCloud.
Yep.
The moral of that story was find me on SoundCloud.
Also, if you have not picked up All Things Considered, definitely do so on Bandcamp.com.
Yes, you can.
Is that BonnieBlue.bandcamp.com?
It is BonnieBlue.bandcamp.com, and you did mention Bushwall Junkies. Check that out.
BushwallJunkies.bandcamp.com.
Yeah. We had Ricks in the building last week.
It's a shame we didn't have them together, man.
Yes, Ricks is amazing.
He was awesome.
Fuck you, Ricks. If you're watching, I just want to say fuck you.
And then
you know what that's about.
Sheila said the same thing to you. So here we go. It's all all good.
Is like, fuck you.
I love her. Hell yeah.
Sheila, I love you.
Yes.
I need to make
Shout
some
out
time
to
to
you,
come
mama.
visit you.
Hell yeah. So we're gonna definitely.
So what's the
Go ahead
video
and
called?
Bonnie Blue.
Bonnie Blue.
Boom.
Check it out.
Yes.
Remember.
Check it out.
The video's called Bonnie Blue?
Yes. Shout out to Walls. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
This life can be so fucked up. People and circumstances got you fed up. Either way, you gotta keep your head up. Because supply and demand will have the lies in the hands of the hatred. Shedding light on what we make it. This life is worth the wait, kids, so be careful not to waste it. And all the bullshit that they saying. Always seek out truth in every way then. Apply it to a knowledge of self. When you think it can't get worse, remember for what it's worth, we are all fucked up and we all hurt. We gotta push through the pain to make it work to our advantage. Never take the good times for granted, see. That's my motto and that's my spirit. And if you don't know, I came to kill it. If you're talking negative energy, I won't hear it. Got my goals and wishes, got my dreams, so fuck the bitches. Talking about me like you know me. Say whatever you want, homie. You'll never slow me down. I'll be chilling in your town. Rock a mic, I'm always down. Been doing it for a while now. And I don't know who, what, where, when, but I know how. It's cause it's what I love to do. Wow, what a concept. Do what you love. I never praise below and I never praise above. Never grew up with religion, only love. Bonnie Blue. Which means I am my own dream weaver. Some call me the teaser, but when I'm on the mic, I come to please ya. Bonnie Blue, best believe, no gimmicks in my sleeve. That's my real name, I write my own lyrics. Fuck a ghostwriter, cause I got my own spirits, my own experience to speak of. Whether I'm on stage or in the crowd, I'm showing love. Ha. Cause when it comes to hip-hop, I can never get enough. And the rock, and the jazz, and the soul, and the funk. Hey, I love it all. Now do it on the daily. Whatever you wanna say to try to save me, save it, baby. I'm not your ordinary MC, not your ordinary girl. My name is Bonnie Blue, and I came to rock your world if you let me. I know you wanna test me, hoping to reject me. Say you don't get me, but you let me by without knowing why. Cause I make a good impression. You know I'll keep you guessing and letting the music take control of my soul. Let your mind elevate to my state. And that's just a little bit about who I am. Well, damn, do you know who I am? Oh, come on, man. Really, though. Do you know who I am? Do you know who I am? Whoever said I had to have a plan, well, damn. Do you know who I am? You say you want to make it. What's making it to you? Make your mind if you can choose what you want to pursue. And if it's not about the money, it's not about the fame. You just want to make a change. You don't want to feel the pain anymore. So what is it for? Is it for your heart? Is it for your mind? Is it just a curiosity of what you'll come to find? I'll just be on the daily grind, making moves to maintain this life as I reminisce as the days go by. Try my best to stay away from all the lies, agree. The wants and my needs to give in to the addictions that are consuming me. I just want to live freely. Through my words and my speech, express some positive energy. Say thank you to those that have always been a friend of me. Throw the bird up to those that claim to be my enemies. Do you know who I am? Do you know who I am? Whoever said I had to have a plan, well damn. Do you know who I am?
Now performing live, the lovely and talented MC, Bonnie Blue.
Thank you, not the lioness. Yeah. This goes out to all the people that are no longer in my life for one reason or another. me while I tie my shoe. I'm just gonna perform like this. Whew. Shout out to InlandEmpireLive.tv. Go get it, poetics. I told you what I was gonna do from the very start. I'm coming through to take your love and break your heart. But give you love and give you faith. I do things in different ways. Evolve over time and embrace change. I did it all before. Seen it at the liquor store. 40 ounce of freedom, but I wanted something more. Cause I've been drinking all night. No bugs in my bed, so I sleep tight. So the possibilities are endless in my dreams. And when I'm pinless, I can still pencil you in with my number 2 friends. Say goodbye to yesterday and write about the good times. Cause we got one life to live, man. I'm just saying, what's the plan? Cause now that you're not here, I travel all over this land just to see my purpose manifest itself. I'm worth it and I'm working for that reason in itself. It's bigger than I could ever see. But since you've been gone, I seem to have been set free. I seem to have been set free. Sing along.
I seem to have been set free.
I seem to have been set free from the mentality that I couldn't be what I want to be. An MC with a story to tell that can tell it so well. So well. Go get it. I told you what I was going to do from the very start. I'm coming through to take your love and break your heart. But give you love and give you faith. I do things in different ways. Evolve over time and embrace change. I did it all before. Seen it at the liquor store. 40 ounce of freedom, but I wanted something more. Cause I've been drinking all night. No bugs in my bed, so I sleep tight. No chips on my shoulder anymore, and no monkey on my back. So no living in the past, and no secrets, only facts. No more reasons to be mad, only happy and persistent. Everything can change in an instant, and I know that you've been listening from a distance, but who isn't? I've been trapped inside this prison, and I'm wishing my intentions were as wicked as the mentions that I'm getting. The bars that I've been getting up. Since you've been gone, I can't seem to get enough. Go get it, poetics. InlandEmpireLive.tv. I am Bonnie Blue. Thanks for having me. This is new. Woo! It's 7:47 a.m. Miss a bus again. Miss the presence of my real friends. Miss the presence of my prominent position and the paycheck that came with it. Cause I'm not living on my own now like I was used to doing. Chilling in the back, sipping on some Jack. Sleeping on the couch again, wondering where I'm at and where's the next stop. All I know is that I can't stop, won't stop. All I know is that I can't stop, won't stop. All I know is that I can't stop, won't stop. All I know is that I can't stop, won't stop. Went from the corporate world to the underground. Analyzing business so I understand the doubts. Now I'm analyzing sounds, writing my story down. Rocking crowds and I never thought it'd be like this. I was a little girl with big dreams of big screens, but then life hit, got jaded real quick. Had some people tell me I would not be shit, and some people cheated on me, made me love sick. So I started chasing money, that was it. Forgot about my vision and my eternal reflections. Now I'm searching for my message in these sessions, cause I got so many different things that I can care about. Got so many different dreams I wanna share around. Got so many but instead trying to pull through for all my family and my friends and the depressed ones that are wishing they were dead, because too many people live with too many regrets. And I hate being so hard on myself, but I'm a mess. Never thought it'd be like this. Never thought it'd be like this. All I know is that I can't stop, won't stop. All I know is that I can't stop, won't stop. All I know is that I can't stop, won't stop. All I know is that I can't stop, won't stop now. So I encourage you to listen and just be aware and know you're not alone, and know this life's not fair, but while you're here you gotta make the most of it. Give love and take love to make a toast to it, like cheers to the good times and cheers to the bad, because the times you wish you never had, you had. Things you wanna take back you can't, and the things you wish you said are just a rant. You gotta build your own self up, and that's a fact I couldn't make up. I think it's time for you to wake up. You gotta build your own self up, and that's a fact I couldn't make up. I think it's time for me to wake up. Inland Empire TV. Go get it, poetics. Thanks for having me. Shout out to all the artists in the house tonight. Thanks for coming through. I am Bonnie Blue. Thank you.
Thank you for tuning in to this week's of Go Get It Poetics. Definitely tune in next Thursday. Thank you to all of our artists that shown up tonight, that joined us. Thank you to our live studio audience. You guys are fucking awesome and wonderful. Thank you for joining us. Tune in next week to Go Get It Poetics every Thursday, 9 Pacific time. Miss Bonnie Blue, how you do?
Go get it, poetics. We be those musical medics. Recited, we said it, excited and ready. Cause it's Go Get It Poetics. All throughout the IE. Go get it, poetics. Everywhere that I be. Go get it, poetics. All throughout the